Hi, everybody. So make sure that you are familiar with my legal disclaimer down below, but welcome for all of you that are new, and for all of you that are back, welcome back. So this is Enlightened Journeys, and my name is Astraea, and I'm here to hopefully enlighten your journey. All right, so all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. This is a reading for the collective, which means I'm just reading whatever energy steps forward. Of course, if you send me right now I'm doing this. If you send me a $10 super chat with a question, I will answer your question to the best of my capability. And so if you have a pendulum, or if you know muscle testing, there's two ways to navigate tarot, all right? You need to be in a mentally good emotional space when you're watching tarot. This is all stuff that's in my description box. I'm just going over all of this stuff just to remind you guys to drink your water. Okay, if you haven't eaten anything, go eat something unless you're fasting. If you haven't drank any water today, go drink some water. If you haven't taken your medication, you need to do that. Take your medication. Take care of yourself. You can always pause this video and feed your children if you need to. Okay, and then come back to it. So by watching my videos, you are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself with any of the information being channeled. That means before, during, and after the reading, you're responsible for yourself. That's just common sense, but other people don't have common sense. So that's why we have to go through this like whole legal procedure. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. Do not shoot the messengers and do not harm the prophets of God. So if you don't pray, that's fine. I'm going to say this prayer for the both of us. Please, God, Most High, be with us now for this reading and for every other. Please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Know that God loves you, you guys. So I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy. I just was yelling a lot when I was watching football the other day. So my throat is still recovering. All right. So we're going to just pull some zodiac energies, but the basic message that I got is whoever stole your destiny, they might be losing their mind right now. It's definitely failed. Like, it's a no. Yesterday, that's what I kept hearing was God say, it's a no. It's a no. Everything they were trying to offer up and do, they tried to do so much freaking spell work yesterday. Also, know that my messages are timeless. Okay, so whenever you get to this reading, it'll be one thing I say or 5 things I say, but you're drawing me into your reality, right? So I'm getting communication from the 6th dimension right now. Okay, I'm not supposed to say out loud what it is. All right. Pluto has to do with wealth, riches, and specifically Pluto has to do with the wealth that you inherit through people dying or passing over. When people leave this planet and their soul departs from their body, they cannot take we all know that you could be buried with your gold, but you cannot really use it in the afterlife. You can't take it with you. Pluto represents the ever-changing cycles of life, and then it represents riches and wealth, luxury, and inheritance that comes through someone being deceased. Pluto is a Roman name for Hades. Hades is the Greek god of the underworld and of death. So that's how that lines up. We got Sagittarius popping out. Sagittarius is really good energy. So again, when I'm pulling these energy, I'm pulling the zodiacs that are coming through your birth chart. And then if there's anybody else that comes out, that'll be in a different line of cards. But basically, I'm pulling whatever's coming through your birth chart right now when it pertains to this subject of your birth. Well, first of all, I saw this the other day, and I'm seeing something similar to it now. I'm seeing some type of sacred geometry that's in your birth chart that's protecting you. Okay, so we've got Earth energy. Hi, welcome everybody in the chat. So we got Earth, Pluto, and Earth. Earth is like, okay, well, Sagittarius is very social energy, very positive, high vibing people. They're usually very kind with their words. They're a fire sign. Neptune. Okay, Neptune is like, well, I'm just going to let you get a little picture of that energy. Neptune scares me a little bit because it's like the marines. It's basically the planet that holds all of the marine kingdom. So whenever I see Neptune, if it's in the reverse, it's like usually somebody getting sacrificed. A lack of compassion. But Neptune is deep intuition, inner knowing. Okay, so having an alignment, this can cause you to be very poetic. Neptune, very deep with your emotions. Now, Sagittarius are always aiming for a higher goal. That's like pretty much, they're always working towards something. Saturn. I just heard the rings of Saturn. So you may have a connection to the rings of Saturn. The rings of Saturn are what's going around the planet. And it's kind of like a protection belt for the planet. We got the sun. I love this, like sun elf. Now, when we are talking about the sun, we're talking about a burning fire. This could be the great central sun, so the sun that's right outside of our sun, and this could be our sun. So it could literally be both. But I'm getting higher downloads coming through. These downloads are about death. Saturn's about endings and death and cycles and like red tape, rules, regulations. And then we've got Leo. And Leo is definitely a fire sign. So we have 2 zodiac fire signs coming forward. That's quite interesting to me. And Scorpio. Okay, so Leos are very emotionally intelligent. They're very courageous people. They never back down, right? Especially when they feel like they're in the upright, they never back down. They lead with their heart, and so they're very strong in that way. So I'm just talking about, these are the traits that are coming through your birth chart that are helping you at this time. Scorpio are very, very deeply intentional, they have deep intuition, and they often make very good writers, very good actors and stuff like that. But they can really like cut through somebody with their words. And so they have the ability to use their tongue like a sword. Libra. Okay, now this is helping you balance your energies. Getting one more. Capricorn. Capricorns are very steady people. When it comes to like working and finance, usually they're very, they stay in jobs for a long time. They work very, very hard. One more. Mars. Mars is the energy of Tuesday. It's also the planet Mars, obviously. But the planet Mars has to do with like battles, pretty much. Fighting battles, wars, the art of war, oppression. All right, we're going to see what the tarot says. So these are the energies that are coming through your birth chart. And this is what somebody was looking at when they wanted to try to steal your destiny. Your enemy is like literally crying. I keep hearing somebody cry because they're in the Five of Pentacles. While they're in the Five of Pentacles, I don't feel like they're going within. So they're not resolving why they're in the Five of Pentacles. When I say Five of Pentacles, clearly that is people being thrown out in the cold. Like this picture right here straight up reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Let that like fairy lady in, and then it's like cold, and he's like, nah, you're not coming in here, you're old or ugly or something. And she did not take it well. It was like turned him into a beast. Yeah. Okay. So we've got this is the person that you're dealing with that's been doing this. It's an Emperor in the reverse. And when we see the Emperor in the reverse, this means that this could be somebody that does have like, they're obviously abusing their power, but they could have money. That could be one way they're abusing their power, or they could have connections. So it says the lack of maturity and self-control, pushy, domineering, bully, a self-centered person, danger of serious injury in competition and battle. This person straight up means you no good. They don't mean you any good. Abuse of power, domination, shame, loss of innocence, loss of job, loss of control. So this is somebody that's out of control. Maybe, I don't know why. Okay, so what is it? Because this popped out, the Page of Cups in the reverse. And this is somebody that is attached to this person. I think that somebody was trying to steal the destiny of maybe you and your child and transfer it to trying to transfer it to these two people. Because these are the type of people that would do that shit. Like they only want your destiny because they are seeing that what it's going to create is like a bunch of wealth. So this person is worldly and jaded. Life holds no surprises for this person. Attractive and well-dressed. He might deceive you and is not as he appears. Straight up imposter. So be aware of that. You do have an imposter out there. Well, you got two, actually. I mean, I will just be so glad the day that this freaking Emperor in the reverse energy goes away. When they start to focus on somebody else, I will be so happy when they just move on. Like at some point, they're going to realize that they can't really do anything to you and they have to move on. But these people think you're stupid. They're working for that, basically. Yeah, and they're up under judgment. Straight up under judgment. So you could have called for judgment or been like, God, why is this happening to me? And God's like, yeah, I didn't plan that for my child to have to go through this. Like, who the F is this and who the F is this? Who are these people? Why are they harassing my child? That's what God says. Yeah. So again, if these people were trying to create any legal issues for you, that has backfired. They're trying to report you or your platform or whatever. It's backfired. If they're trying to get you removed from social media, it's backfired. You will still come into this. And again, this is like almost an everyday reading now, this Six of Wands, fame and public recognition. So I don't know who it is, or if it's a lot of people that are going to be coming up. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is the part of their judgment is having to go through the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse by themselves, which talks about them having little financial gain after taking a huge risk. Yes, trying to sacrifice you and swap destinies with you was a huge risk. It says and these people owe the devil now. Let me be very clear about that. They still owe the devil, and so they're trying to come up with anything, and they've ran out of time. It says little financial gain after taking a huge risk. Loan default, anxiety over mounting debts, financial security is threatened. Your credit may be overextended. Many possible financial choices with no clear answer. Investments are disappointment. What they invested in is a straight up disappointment. Action without planning dooms finances. So now these people, which if they would have followed their own destiny, they would have like had a good life. However, they decided to not follow their own destiny. They wanted to do your destiny. And so now they're not going to have a good life. First of all, these people are people that curse your destiny while trying to steal it. So they're literally cursing whatever they put their hands on, or maybe whatever they touch is cursed. Then the 6 of Swords, this is literally telling you right here that if there were any contractual issues, that this is going to be resolved in your favor. These people may have to flee. They may be kicked out of a community. It says problems, unfavorable judgment in a lawsuit. Unwanted marriage proposals, overwhelmed by crisis. You feel unable to cope with day-to-day problems. Well, there's somebody out there that keeps going back to like feminine that is a karmic. And the next time they go back, this karmic's going to put something in their food and water, and they're going to lose their lives. So you better not go back to that karmic. If you were wondering, were they poisoning me or were they trying to poison me? Were they doing Obia on me? Were they working hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, whatever else is out there? Were they working, Ifa on me? Any of it? Yeah, there was some type of root work going on for sure. I mean, there is some form, and I feel like it has to do with Ifa, and possibly, so we just call upon Orunmila, which is the Orisha over destinies and seeing the future. And we ask that you intervene on this destiny swap. Yeah, so again, these people were trying to bring some type of unwanted love proposal to a divine feminine. I do feel like this is an attack against a divine feminine. It's gone horribly wrong. It says dealing with the aftermath of problems drains their energy. It was this is the thing. It was never their energy. When they started out doing all of this crap, bullying you and being immature and all this dumb stuff, like they decided that they were going to go up against God. They thought that they were going up against you, but it ends up that you have somebody that backs you, and these people do not. Like point blank, period. They don't. It says the future will be better than the present. Things will eventually work out. Traveler journey, possibly by water. It's telling these people to get away from you. If they want to continue to stay alive, they need to physically get their asses up and move. If this is somebody that's living close to you, they need to move out. This is not negotiable. This person will be put in just how it says, danger of a serious injury in competition or battle. This person's going up against the Most High God. This person I am seeing is going to be in a wheelchair in a couple of weeks if they don't get their stuff together and move, because these people are being haunted. They need to move cities, move states. I'm not kidding, because Gabriel's blowing the trumpet of judgment right here and is not playing with these people. This was the warning. This is the aftermath of the warning. Okay, so they've been warned. They were told to go away, that they need to leave you alone. They need to stop stalking you on the internet, stop stalking you in person. Yeah, you're going to be see, they're very jealous about this 3 of Cups energy that you hold, this getting a harvest. Good harvest, abundance, and active period marked by fun and successful relationships. Very jealous about this. It's crazy. And the thing is like, I don't feel like you have a lot of money like these people do. These people have a lot of money and they're not happy at all. So just goes to show you that money does not make you happy. Yeah, it says strong friendships are very important at this time. Strong sense of community. Like I said, this community is told these people to get out and go away, that they're no longer welcome in this community. And if this was a community that said that to you, they are very, very apologetic now towards trying to get you to leave when it was really this weirdo the entire time. That's why wherever you are now, it's away from it feels like it's like these people are about to experience something. This person, this Emperor in the reverse, is about to be disabled physically to where they will they'll be literally be in a wheelchair. They won't be able to come towards you on no crap. Okay. But like, these people were warned so many times. Again, this Six of Pentacles energy, this breadcrumbing, these people are breadcrumbers. I don't know why they feel like they think that they can breadcrumb you and then you're going to just like come crawling back. Like, these people were trying to take away your harvest. So it says that this talks about them gaining control over their financial life. But this is after going through some type of, child support system, some type of system that takes the majority of your money. That's why shows them getting breadcrumbed. It will become easier to meet payments, concerns over your self-worth, success, or business and sales, increase personal power at work. You develop an understanding of financial success. That's what you're going to have happen. These people are going to be breadcrumbed like a mofo. Page of Wands. Okay, this could be a child that you have. And again, I don't assign pronouns to stuff unless it's like for sure he or she, then I'll say that. But I'm always just picking up on energies, masculine and feminine. And everybody has both. And so it's like, so this could be a female child or a male child. This could be a child that hasn't been born yet. Child could be a part of your harvest, your abundance. You could also be invited to some type of social event. Yeah, someone sees that you are, the star right here. It's a card of inspiration, insight, hope, and dreams for the future will come true. Also, your child could be a starseed. Somebody need to know that. Strong love between two people entering a period of serenity and satisfaction. Enjoy this calm period. Emotional needs are fulfilled. Share your good fortune. Not with these people, but with your beloved. And if you're thinking, oh, am I ever going to have a child? If you're thinking that, then this reading is for you. This reading is confirmation that yes, you're the way that your brain works, you're associating this child with a harvest because it does. It takes 9 months to grow the thing. You know what I mean? And I gotta say thing, because I don't know, people get upset if you say he, she, or it, and they. It's just like all of the pronouns. Everybody's pronoun sensitive right now. But yeah, I was picking up on a feminine energy with the Page of Wands, but it could be masculine. It's definitely a starseed. And so that's part of your destiny. So if you're a divine feminine, this is part of your destiny. Even if you're divine masculine, this is still part of your destiny that somebody could not steal. I've always tried to explain this to people. When you have fated a child coming into your life, right? Like that part of your destiny will not fail, because that child, you have a soul contract, one that is made before you come into this lifetime. So when it's time for this child to come about, you could have struggled your entire life and not been able to have children. And then all of a sudden you get with the right person, you team up with the right spirit, the right energy, the right time, and boom, this child is produced. Okay. And then this child is going to be a leader for the people. This child's going to be a prophet, a psychic, and you're going to be able to help this child develop their spiritual abilities. Also, your dreams for a happy family are going to come true as well. So I feel definitely a victory happening here, which is beautiful. And you having a community that's based around, you, and because I feel like you're going through a transformation right now. I mean, we're always transforming. We're always changing. Like, I want to just express that we are always changing. We're always just trying to be a better version today of ourselves than we were yesterday, in whatever type of way, right? That's all that there is to compete with. But not everybody feels that way. Not everybody is looking at things on a deeper level, that we are all the same being. We're all one. So we're all one, but even though we're all one, still we have individual destinies and individual, blueprints for our life, for things that we can fill as our greatest potential. And so yeah, so this happening, this is like, not to scare anybody, it's just, if you are wanting a child, this is your confirmation. Again, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, and what I was hearing was like, you could have not gotten anybody pregnant and thought that there was something wrong with your sperm or eggs your entire life. Yeah, so this temperance in the reverse just popped out, and this is showing, now this right here, these people may not be able to meet their housing restriction, or whatever if it's a restriction, whatever this is. They're unable to meet their housing thing. This temperance in the reverse is a warning of drowning or accident at sea. And then look at this picture. What is this person doing? But they're getting in a boat and going out to sea. And then you have this breadcrumbing energy, because possibly they have to go back to wherever they came from because they can't afford the life here. I mean, it is what it is. It's not good or bad. Temperance in the reverse. I mean, it's good for you, but for them, it's not. It's like neutral. It's not good or bad for them. I mean, it's just another situation. But a lot of these people that were, can I even say this, God? Is there a way that you can give me to say this so that it doesn't come out ignorant sounding? Yeah, this talks about arguments and competing interests dominate their life, and this person's all about domination. So this could be about some illegal immigrants that came to the US to do destiny swapping on Americans, and now they're being forced to go back by boat, by train, by plane, by whatever. And because of what they tried to do it's not everybody, but it is certain people, because of what they tried to do to whoever my collective is. And because this is a blueprint that needs to happen, because of what they tried to do, this temperance in the reverse, this possible drowning at sea. I mean, there may be a major catastrophe for these people. Especially the people that were human trafficking other people. Like, there is a very definite threat of these bad people being wiped off the face of the earth. So I hope that everybody's addressing, the stuff going on in LA with that. But all we can do is just call our energy back, call our destiny back, and then restating to the universe what's yours. Hi, Darth Raven or Revan. I like that name. That's cool. Hey. Hi, Kels the Ghost. I hope you guys are having a good day. So yeah, these people, they may be literally swimming up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, without even a flotation device, no safety jacket, no, what are they called? The jackets you have to wear them when you go jet skiing. Oh my gosh. No flotation devices, just nothing, just in Schitt's Creek, okay? These two cards right here, like, freak me out when I see that. That freaks me out. Because this unfavorable judgment in a lawsuit in the Six of Swords, that could very well be deportation. That's very could that there could be a lot of people that don't show up to their deportation case and they have to end up getting whatever rounded up or whatever. I mean, this is just like crazy. But to see that and then getting into the boat with water and then the possible drowning or accident at sea, and then this whole thing was about this person trying to come towards my collective. Not okay. They're just trying to, because they can't, I mean, yeah, they were trying to steal your destiny. And for some of you, this is a masculine trying to steal the destiny of a feminine. For some of you, this is a masculine trying to steal the destiny of a feminine, their child, for him and his child. And you got to be aware that there are people out there that do this type of thing. Like, they do it to a lot of people. They go throughout their lives stealing people's innocence. They abuse their power. They do really evil things. This is what the type of person you're dealing with. Someone that's going to play on the Mars in your chart to bring about conflict, right? The word. The word is the bird. The bird. Bird is the word. All right. So I do feel like this is a whole group of people. So there could be many different situations that I'm looking at here. But in general, you know, it may be like that somebody's going to create a Christ-like child. And maybe it was never, oh, Christ is coming back, like going to just appear as a dead man walking or whatever. I mean, I don't really believe in that crap, but Christ coming back, being reincarnated into another person, I could definitely see that happening. So this is definitely like people, I don't know, it was a few readings ago, I don't know how many people were trying to create the Antichrist then. This is about people trying to stop Christ from coming into existence, literally. The Five of Cups and the reverse, yeah, it's absolutely happening. These people are in emotional upheaval. Life seems unbearable for them. They feel separate. So again, I was picking up on this losing ass couple that is in the tower right now. They're blaming you. When I look at these people's brains, I cannot figure out why they are the way that they are. I don't know if it's the witchcraft or if it's the substances that they're on. But yeah, so for these people, they're going to be experiencing disappointment and heartache. It's only going to pass with time, literally. This could be talking about people getting deported. But whatever this is about, this could also talks about the people that were trafficking being unhappy because they can't do it anymore. All the buildings in LA that were housing everybody have been burnt down. So what are they going to do now? Like, unless they were using an underground system, like the system that goes through Michael Jackson and P. Diddy's house. Either way, this whole change up of power has caused, there was so many illegal, horrible, horrific things going on when Joe Biden was president. Okay, like horrific things. Now those things are being undone little by little. But this has still caused heartache for everybody on the planet. And that's sad. We should, like, I don't know. See, I don't know. I can't tell you what about politics, because politics is a thing of mankind and it's not of God. So yeah, the Four of Swords in the reverse. These people lack the strength to fight for their own point of view. This is them being done. They're like literally done for. They're unrealistic and unable to communicate with others on a project, which this was the project that they were all trying to come together for, was taking your destiny. It says, prepare or update your will. This is I'm not even kidding. They're getting warned. I mean, the death hasn't come out yet, but they're getting warned about this journey by water, this death at sea, or danger of drowning or accident at sea. Okay. They're getting warned of this backlash, something really bad happening. Okay. That was a lot of cards. Yeah. So it says that they're unable to communicate with others. They're the ones that are creating conflict that's holding up progress. Prepare or update their will. They will be a change in their affairs. This could be somebody else updating their will and changing their will to get rid of these people in it. This could also be the Most High God updating insurances and wills. There will be changes in your affairs. Conflict continues to dominate your life. This is what these people are going to experience because this is what they wanted you to experience. This is what they were trying to do by coming to America and destiny swapping. Instead of trying to make their own destiny and fate, if they would have just become legal citizens, then this wouldn't be happening to them. And I'm always going to tell you to do the thing that is legal because I legally have to say that. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, in the reverse. This is bad for these people. Things are going to get so much worse. It says, be warned that wealth can bring a whole new set of problems. For what I'm seeing is that these people have always had wealth, but it's dwindling now. They don't have the resources that they did before to be able to pay these practitioners to block you. This talks about gambling losses. Do not take shortcuts. Avoid temporary fixes to your financial problems. Think long term. These people end up watching this reading, they're going to know what is in store for them. It's crazy. Then this shows the destiny swap in the reverse right here. Okay. It says lack of vision, inability to move forward. What goes around comes around. The past is catching up with them. Others plot revenge against them. Past wrongs committed against you now come back to haunt these people. A project will fail or experience setbacks. Bad luck must be endured, and any actions are fruitless. Courage is needed. And then you have this Ace of Cups coming in. Or I'm sorry, Ace of Pentacles. My goodness. I was looking at the cups on this one. And these people are still in the Seven of Cups trying to create illusions about where you're going in your life. This crossroad energy, these illusions is putting these people at a crossroad where they're going to have to walk away from your blueprint and from your Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is like a good time for diet and exercise, physical self-improvement and beauty, but it talks mostly about like money and material possessions come very easily. Success, right? Others will help. And then getting a helping hand from the universe. So this is what they have always seen. There's the death in the reverse. So again, this is talking about what these people are. Yeah, literally, this is the reversal of the destiny swap, this death in the reverse. It says life focuses on instinctual, sexual, animal, and base needs. Physical needs take over. Fear of financial trouble affects all decisions. Possible loss of a home, job, and financial security. Reversal of a fortune. See to your own needs. Build up a reserve. Savings and insurance will help guard against disaster. Keep a reserve of money. So this is literally warning these people like, yeah, okay, this is the reversal of that fortune that was being given to all of the rapists and criminals that were coming from all the other countries because Joe Biden was president and allowing that to happen. That's such an abomination, making our country unsafe and letting gang violence take over people's houses and their areas and crap like that. That's insane. That's like so messed up to do to somebody. I would never even want that for somebody that I hated. Like, but these people, they were given a free opportunity. And now this isn't all illegal people. This is just some of them. And again, this is a general reading. So I'm picking up on what the energy is coming forward, the distress in the collective. And these people are going to be fine. They're going to have to go back to wherever they came from, but and all of they're not going to have to pay back to our government the money that they stole, the jobs that they stole from people, and the crimes. They're not going to have to pay for any of the crimes that they committed when they were here. So I don't know why they're tripping out. They were already here illegally. Then they were committing crimes and doing all this crap with it. Like, we gave them a fair chance, but they decided to use that for evil. This is just some of them. And then with all of them trafficking the people, like all of the 500 children that didn't show up for their court case, like, come the frick on. That's these immigrant, it was definitely immigrant people that were trafficking every child that came across the border. And where are these children? Why the hell haven't they been found? If we have drones, if we have drones and it was the FAA doing the drones, why weren't the drones out looking for these children? Why doesn't the government care about 500,000 missing children? That's insane to me, right? That's insane. So I yeah, this is going to be, they're going to have to keep a reserve of money in their own country, and maybe they'll get to take a little bit of what they had when they were here. But for the most part, karma does do things justly. And this is like the people of you just have to be careful. The people of our country, we prayed to God about this problem, about the criminals coming into our country and taking over people's apartment buildings, taking over cities, and, creating mobs and gangs and violence and stuff like that. Like, we've prayed about that. So God's doing something about it. And these people are going to feel like they're wounded, that they have to be on the defensive towards us. They don't have to be on the defensive towards us. We're not going to, once they go back to where they came from, we're not going to do nothing else to them unless they were part of the human. I mean, I don't even think that we would go back and try to get those people that were part of the human trafficking back. They can pretty much walk out of the United States right now without having to go to prison for the rest of their life. But if they try to stay here illegally and try to continue to do this evil human traffico crap, no, sweetie, you've been rebuked in the name of Jesus Christ. You cannot stay here and you cannot do that, period. And that's not me saying it. That's the Most High God saying it. So trust me, when everything comes crumbling down, you can literally know that it was the God of the American people that is casting your ass the fuck out. Like you should be. Because shame on you, shame on your soul for trafficking humans. Straight up, shame on your soul. You deserve to be in prison for the rest of your life. This power is inevitable. These people were extremely foolish to think that America would not flip and betray them the F back. Yeah. This is literally them trying to protect the feelings of the American people by lying to them, right? Three of Swords in the reverse talks about, basically there wasn't a correct side. Like, we were paying the illegals or the immigrants or whatever you want to call it. We were paying them less than the American people, and we were giving them jobs. We were giving them the jobs that we would have given to the American people. So now when they leave, all of those jobs are going to need to be filled, but people are going to have to pay what it costs. They're going to have to pay the American wage, not the discounted slave wage that we were basically paying for the illegals to work. So again, like, how things are going to shift, it's going to be, I think for the average American person, it's going to be better. But for people that have to employ people, they're going to lose that cheap wage unless the people that they have because once you become an immigrant, you won't work for the lesser wage, most likely. Or once you become a legal citizen, you probably don't have to work for the lesser wage. I'm thinking that's probably what it is, because the employer has to report every person that works for them to the IRS or whatever. And then you can't have illegals working for you. Five of Pentacles. So again, this is their energy, because they, all of those houses and apartment buildings and everything that were being thrown up to house these illegal immigrants that were criminals, being rapists, being taken just out of prisons and put on a plane to America, just so that the Democrats could get a vote, because they knew that nobody in their right mind would fucking vote for that shit. They knew that. It's illogical. The only people that voted for it were the ones that got paid millions of dollars, like the celebrities, to be that way. And trust me, they're fucked up as all hell. You don't want to be a celebrity. You don't want to be like a celebrity. Not these ones that we've had. They're all broken and retarded. I mean, not all of them, but still, this is them losing their homes. So now we're going to have an issue with the housing market. Because we're going to have all of these empty houses now and all of these homeless people. So we're going to have all these empty houses, but all of these homeless people. Maybe we could move some of the homeless people into the empty houses, and then we would just be actually taking care of our citizens. Because and all of the people that were planning the projects to put up more housing, just think about that. The only reason they were building that more housing was because at the time of the past, when Joe Biden was president, it was planes and buses and truckloads and whatever buttloads of illegal immigrants coming into the country needing housing. Now we're not going to have that problem, right? Now there's not going to be people coming into the country needing housing. And all the people that were here illegally or were here not as a citizen, they're going to be it's a reversal of fortune, loss of job and home. They're going to be forced to go back, which means they're not going to be able to pay whatever it costs, to stay here. Well, to live here in the housing that they had, because they were getting food stamps, they were getting monthly money through the Democratic program. They were getting all of these benefits that would never, if you're a regular American citizen, if you needed help, do you think that they would fucking pay your rent? Are you serious? Hell to the fuck no, America would not do that. They won't even, literally, when you file for disability, everyone gets rejected the first time. The government rejects everyone's application the first time. Then they go through the applications again, and it's like a 7-year process. And that's for people who are truly disabled, that the government, you have to go to a lawyer to sue the fucking government to get disability because you can't work. And most likely the majority of the people are disabled because of the fucking government in the first place, whether it's PTSD or it's other mental disorders or it's a physical handicap that they inherited from working a shit job for too long. You know what I mean? So again, there's going to be some major shifts. These people are going to be thrown out. Five of Pentacles. And it's just karma, because in a sense, how many, there are these cities that allow so much drug use to go on that they suck people out of their homes, suck people out of their lives. And trust me, there were people destiny swapping with the lives of American. You go live on the street, be a junkie, and I'm going to take your house and take your shit and take your destiny. And I'm going to move into where you live. And I shit you not, sending spell work and shit like that to get it done, because they do this shit to each other in their own country. Of course, they're going to take their weird ass practices and bring it to America and do it here. Point blank, period. So that's why it's really important to be in your North Node, know what it is you're here to do, know why. And again, everybody's here to influence the world in a different way. we all have different spiritual gifts and abilities. So it's not like we have one specific divine life purpose. Like my divine life purpose is just to basically sit here and remind you about God, tell you about, we're all learning. This is all a learning process for all of us. You know, it just seems like the pendulum swung really far in this direction, and then now it's having to swing back, and the people are trying to like block that pendulum from swinging back. And the pendulum is a pendulum, it's just going to take you out, it'll cut right through you. So the people trying to get in the way are just going to be cut through. I mean, it's just like a literal cutting off of financial security, financial stability. And these people were coming here wanting to live the American dream, but they didn't want to become an American. That's the problem. They were here wanting to steal the American dream from the people that already lived here. Yeah, see? So yeah, you're seeing the neighbors move as you speak, literally. They were wanting to steal the American dream that you had, that you were here trying to live out being an American, but they did not want to become an American citizen. And that's where they got America fucked up at. With them not taking any, being here illegal, they should have, if they wanted to stay here long term and were serious about that, and I'm talking about the people that are not criminals, like if they really wanted to stay here, then the moment they got here, they should have filed their immigration papers, showed up to their immigration appointment, make sure they studied and did all of their testing, so that when it came time for if anybody was going to be deported and the tables would turn, that they would already be in the system waiting to get into court to go through immigration, so they would have their immigration papers. Now people are here with no papers. The only papers they have is like a freaking food card and their, you know, their rent card thing that comes from the government, probably using an Obama phone. All this stuff is going to have to be given back, which means that we're dealing with, like, it's like an exodus, you know, when everybody fled from the one area in the Bible. It's literally like that. And then you're going to see the housing market now have a total collapse. Like, this is literally what I am predicting. The housing market will have a complete collapse because there will be all of these people who made all of those, you know, apartment buildings and condos stacked on top of one another, all of these houses, all these townhomes that were housing these people, and they're going to be gone. And then the American person can barely even afford rent at this time. And the American person, the general everyday American person, regardless of color of skin, just, you know, somebody that was born in America who is an American person, they are struggling to pay their rent, and the government would never give the general American person food stamps and money to pay their rent and a free house and all that shit and tax-free write-offs and everything. Like, no. Why are we doing this to immigrants? But we have never, ever, ever in the history of the United States of America taken care of our own people like we took care of these immigrants. We have never. And this is an abomination. The disability shit, straight up, government, I will fucking sue you for the rest of my life, however long it takes. Holy shit. If I'm disabled and I cannot work and it's straight up your motherfucking fault, which it is, then you have to support me. Figure it out. You know, all of the money that was being given to the immigrants, that could be used to actually support people who need disability, veterans that we see out homeless on the streets that need houses. We could very easily set up some type of, you know, program to help people get off the streets and into homes and into better lives by transferring the money, because they had so much money, billions and billions of dollars being thrown into this crap. Now it's all going to be extracted. People are going to have a bunch of empty places that they need rent, but the cost of living's gone up. So they're going to still be charging the same amount of rent, and they're not going to have anybody living in their houses. And so people who are going to be like landlords are going to take a major hit. And they're possibly not even able to recover after this. They maybe put up a bunch of buildings to eventually in the future just take them all down again and build businesses or something else to go in their place. I'm not joking. So I guess every state is different by a little bit, but like I really feel like this is just going to get really crazy and wild. You have the outline of a perfect life here that God's already created for you. These people that came into this country, I don't think people realize the effect. Like, because I'm not into politics, that shit's boring to me. I've only like literally read a little bit or learned a little bit about it just through doing these readings and going through this information. But like, you know, I didn't think it was important to vote in the past until I saw what happened when I didn't vote. And God's like, well, you can't say shit about it because you didn't vote. And so this last time I did decide to vote. But yeah, when I didn't care and I didn't vote, then I didn't care. And this is what happens when you don't care about your country, this exact situation. Then you have the exact opposite where I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's really important to care about the country because this is what goes down if you don't. And nobody wants to be a part of this stuff. Like, you never want to be somebody. And I just feel bad for, I feel bad for everybody involved because this should have never happened. Right? Yeah, these people have by coming here have put themselves in a restriction. Okay. And it's like they're overwhelmed by problems and personal issues. Then they're experiencing the blowback from God because God's pissed off about this. Yeah, they're going to be forced into living by others' rules again. They're going to feel trapped, like, and there's no way out. And again, I'm not poo-pooing anybody that's an illegal immigrant or anything like that. I'm never judging anybody. I'm just looking at the situation for what it is from the detached perspective of like, this is still through the lens of my eyes, but I'm not attaching anything onto this. This is literally what God is telling me. Solutions do exist. The answers require clear thinking and compromise. I do feel like there should be some type of compromise. Like I said, the people that were trying to get it together that sent in immigration papers that wanted to become a citizen, maybe we should let those people stay. The people that didn't, well, they have no intention of being an American citizen. They had no intention of following American laws, and they had no intention of fulfilling American jobs, right? Just getting money off of the government every month. And then so I just think everybody's a little bit guilty when it comes to our government. It's our government's fault that this happened. And the fact that those 500,000 children are still missing and nobody's even like stressing that they should be found. That's what the drones should have been doing, is finding those freaking kids, and those people should be interrogated or whatever. I mean, this energy is going to get run out of America one way or another. We're chasing that shit out. And God's like, no, devil, not today. You're not going to be swapping out fates with anyone or anything. Yeah, what I say, this black magic and the reverse crap, literally, this could definitely be these people being deported, trying to do hexes on our government. Straight up. Don't do nothing to our government that you wouldn't want done to your own. And these people didn't care about our government. They don't care about their government. They don't care. They don't care. They obviously just underestimate the power of God, literally. And this is what people do. And it has them in the tower all the time. They underestimate the power of God, the force of God. They just literally underestimate that all the time. This talks about indecision and anxiety distract and plague them. So people are trying to run, but there's nowhere to run to because it's like, yeah. I just wonder why did they do that? Why did they open up the borders? Like, why did they do that? Why did the government, instead of taking the people off the streets, Instead of taking the money that they used for these illegal immigrants, why didn't the government help the homeless people off of the streets? And why don't we fund and house the people in need in our own country? Why didn't we even take care of what in the ever left? What? Just like what? Why did we not take care of our own people? Why did we decide to take care of everybody else's people? And then why are we shunning our own? Like, what? This is crazy. Do you think the Amish would ever do anything like this? Absolutely not. They take care of their own. Anybody with any common sense would have been like, this is a horrible idea. Just letting, and then why the criminals and prisoners? Why were they releasing the prisoners and putting the criminals on planes and bringing them to this country? This is why I wonder if there was another reason for doing all this. If maybe this country wanted to have a bunch of extra people in it, so when the aliens came back to feast on everybody, that they would eat the immigrants. I don't know what the thought process here is, but there is some definitely insidious shit going on with this devil energy and the devil and the black magic magician and the reverse. Come on, yo. That's like bad. So this is a backfire, basically. And I guess the destinies of the American people will be restored. That's part of what's happening here. See, Canada is so much smarter than us. They just avoided this altogether. They're just like, we're not going to do anything stupid like that. The High Priestess. This shows me that you can create inner peace wherever you go. Anytime I see this, it lets me know that you have spiritual gifts, that you have positive energy, and that you're able to not just like, you can actually process situations. You're not just always on reaction mode. So your reaction is the answer. It's the fix. But now I'm thinking about how the immigrants came to New York City by boat a long time ago. So this could very well be like something about history repeating itself. Yeah, Two of Cups. You have a love offer coming in, but I feel like this love offer is from the universe. It also could be a business partner. It says the start of a new relationship will have a dramatic effect on your life. It could be a new love affair, or it could be you having a Kundalini awakening with somebody that you're already with. So it will feel new because it's growing and expanding. Strengthen the reverse. So these people with this devil energy they're very weak. All right. Like, I'm not talking about their character. I'm talking about the position that they're in right now. They're in a very weakened position. They're going to be tempted to abuse their power and take immoral actions against us. Just know that. I honestly feel like a lot of the online bullying and harassment and stuff that I was going through was being done by people that YouTube employed that were illegal immigrants that should not have even been here, and they were stealing from me. They were stealing money from me for a long time on this app and stealing views and likes and all this crap. So I literally feel with this card that they did as much as they were going to be able to do. They can't do anything else. Says that they have a weak character and a pessimistic attitude. Lack of courage causes loss of opportunities. Angry outbursts and loss of composure compromises your reputation. Yeah, these people's reputation is over. Everybody knows that they're with this devil energy. Says beware of a selfish woman. And that is if you've been getting bullied on your online platform, or if you have been getting stolen from. Okay, not just this app. I'm getting TikTok as well. There's other apps as well that were employing these people who were stealing and doing criminal actions. And because they're going to be deported, these people will never be charged for doing any of this stuff to you, but the government will have to compensate you in some type of way, is what I feel. For these crimes, for the money that was being stolen. Like the app will have to compensate you, the government, whatever it is. But yeah, so that's why I said these people, because they've been committing crimes while being illegal immigrants and not filing their immigration papers, not trying to become American citizens, not having a love for America. I got a problem with anybody that lives in America that does not have a love for America. If you cannot love the ground underneath your feet, you should find somewhere in the world that you can love and then go there. But yeah. Yeah, you're going to get a new business deal or an offer. It's going to be great. Hangman in the reverse. They tried to, all of these actions that were taken that we're talking about today by our government in the past, literally were sacrificing the American people, the people of America, the regular Joe Schmoes, everybody, not a celebrity, everybody else that's American. They were sacrificing us. Now this sacrifice is in the reverse. And these people are stuck with an internal battle. They can't make sense of the problems due to the lack of insight that, hey, God figured out what the hell was going on. God knew all the time because God was watching. That's why judgment was called right here. It says pressure from society is overwhelming. That the pressure for these people to leave will become so overwhelming that I'm not even kidding. I'm hearing riots. I'm hearing all sorts of violence and stuff like that if these people don't go. And it's just because they were doing illegal shit and they didn't want to become Americans. They hate America. Anybody that already has a not trespassing, but a treacherous, what is it called when you betray your country? I forget the word. Treason. That's it. Anybody that's already got a treasonous attitude about them and then they're here, they shouldn't be here if they are already a traitor. Like there are anybody that's going to sex traffic any amount of child or any amount of human or human traffico them in any type of way. This guy was looking at Google Maps after the LA fires, right? And he's like looking at it from Google Maps view, and you see carved into the ground, it says help human traffico in the biggest letters ever, right? Like as somebody sending out an SOS. And so it's just like obviously there was some stuff going on there. Yeah. So this is the American people coming back together. And this is in a way, they're going to vilify our country for sending them back to where they came from. But that is their destiny. Do you understand where they came from? That's their destiny. That's their energy. That's their ancestors. That's their family. That's where they were born. That's their life. That's their childhood. That's okay. That's their destiny. The foods that grow in that area, that's what's best to feed these people. Living in America is not what's best for these people. I don't know where anybody got that confused. Where you come from is where you come from. And so it's not your destiny. What the American dream was never written in these people's original destinies. It was never written there. And so they just decided to skip out on their own destiny, abandon their own lands, abandon their own properties, abandon their own farming projects and whatever they had going on in the other country to come here to live for free and to live an American life. But they were never born an American. So that is why it is destiny swapping. All right, let me get you one more card and then we'll go to the angel numbers. 7 of Swords. Yeah, so many choices confront these people, and I'm not judging any of them. I'm just relaying messages. I don't feel no personal type of way about it, but running away from the decisions that these immigrants are going to be facing is not how you solve the problem. Problems and commitments will make things worse. Their first instinct will try to do everything on their own. And that's not going to be the best way, right? They need to go to God and repent for abandoning their country, their people, their ancestors, their family, their lineage, their duties, their jobs, their lives. They abandoned that shit to come here. Okay. To live a pipe dream that most Americans nowadays can't even afford to live because these people are here. So this is just cause and effect. They are going to have many choices, on how to get their shit together to go, but there's only going to be one correct answer. That is, all other answers will not be correct. Okay. And people need to be investigated, I would think, so that we don't have traitors living here who are going to, that first of all, it's like they don't care about their own country. Why in the fuck would they care about ours? You know what I mean? And clearly we see that they didn't love our country. They're sitting here committing crimes against the general American population. What the fuck? Excuse my language. What the fart? So you're going to see everything shift. The opportunities that these people were stealing up that were our American opportunities, I want to say that they were meant for us, because I really feel like what's meant for you will be for you, and what opportunities you get and that you experience, those are the ones that are meant for you. But I will say that would have been a lot more opportunities for everybody to engage in than what we've had, where everybody's been, I feel like the majority of the American people have been really struggling since we opened the borders and started funneling billions of maybe even trillions of dollars into illegal immigrants, rather than funding that money into taking care of our own people. That's what the difference between Canada and America is, to be honest. And Canada would never. And there was this other country, I think it's Switzerland. I think it is Switzerland, where the government gives the people of Switzerland $2,000 every month, every single person in their country, just for living expenses. There's checks that their government's writing to the people of Switzerland, and the people of Switzerland are in jobs that pay very, 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 very well. Not only that, their government has paid for their schooling, paid for their college. So they've basically been supported by the government the entire life, and then they work and they live off of this money that they get from their work, and so they don't even need to go pick up the $2,000 for their rent every month. That's how the people in Switzerland literally live. I was totally shocked by that the government, and same thing with Dubai, the government provides everybody whatever you want, right? Same thing with your children. The government pays for your schooling, pays for your health care, pays for everything, pays for your land, all of that. All right, so these people are in for one hell of a ride. You've got the abundance of the Three of Cups, this Page of Wands energy. This could be a child that's born already or one that will be born. The Star, the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Two of Cups, which is dope. That's amazing. It just shows me that things are going to go back to being the way that they should be. So we were dealing with the energies of Pluto today, the Sun, and Saturn and Neptune. And Mars. Those were the planets. And I could see Mars with conflict, Neptune with intuition, Saturn with endings, and the Sun with growth. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we had the element of Earth, obviously, We had Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, and Leo coming through your birth chart, which is going to help you get past this problem. I mean, everybody was affected by it that lives in America. Okay, so the angel numbers, how these angel numbers work, when you see them in your reality, you will know that you're in alignment, but you're going to take whatever you're doing at that time. Yeah, I agree totally, TA Kali. It's like living in America is really not the best for Americans right now, but it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Thank God for that. Okay. The last thing we want is the collapse of the American dollar. I think that we avoided that with this election, but it may be inevitable. There is going to have to be changes made by our government financially if we want to avoid that. You know, I mean, look at like how those cards did not want to go together like that. What the hell? Yeah. So if we want to avoid that friction, there's going to have to be different choices made with the money, the funds coming in. 2020, compassion, perfect eyesight. This is you seeing something clearly. Mercy, diplomacy, potential service, recovery, adaptability, and renewal. It's a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it is also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pocket. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. Yes. Like how I was talking about how in your blueprint, your full potential is already mapped out for you. And that's what these people were trying to take on your blueprint when they come from another place, another world, another country, whatever. Seems like the countries are all their own little world. But 1515, the big break. So this is going to cause somebody to become famous. Like I said, a lot of the jobs in every field were being filled by illegal immigrants that were getting paid less or getting paid under the table. Just point blank. So this says innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time, which is true. Everything that you put out there to the world will be returned back to you. And the thing is that with the law of attraction, you don't really get to choose when that shit comes back. So that's why just do good to others and you'll be setting yourself up so that positive will be what comes back to you, right? 555, change. I see this one a lot. I see 555 a lot. Encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling. Yeah. Calling. You have a calling. Restructuring, creative work. You're going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is the why that you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. 0330, lucky shirt. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others, progress, and creativity. So whenever you see this number, know that whatever you're wearing is a lucky shirt. Whatever you're wearing right now is a lucky shirt. If you're wearing a shirt. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others, progress, and creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people that you hold dear. This shows me that you're going to be able to support the people in your life. Like your children, anybody that depends on you, an elderly parent, whatever this is, don't need to worry about that. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. 1144, high vibes. I pulled this one a lot. So divine intervention, that's what was happening. We're having divine intervention. Prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. 1331, good fortune, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. Somebody wants you to be quiet. I don't know about whatever they did. It's about you knowing about what somebody did. They're trying to silence you. I'm getting this energy that's right here. That's like going up like this. It's very oppressive. And then I'm feeling an energy of like somebody stabbing me in the back. So I'm feeling the throat chakra, and then I'm feeling the stabbing of the back. So beware of that. So this says, have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. If you start to feel that stabbing back pain, that's somebody betraying you right in that moment. Just to let you know. Yeah, a piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. I do feel like that. 1551, hold your vision. This is why I say do not give up, because that's what they want. They want you to shut up. They want you to give up, and they want you to not chase after this 10 of Pentacles type energy. They want you to not chase after this business opportunity. They want you to not chase after okay, I'm blocking you. Nothing. Exactly. You gots to go. Don't be calling my cards silly, dumbass. Okay. So 1551, hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes of your desire. Just like how that person was trying to like distract me with their fucking bullshit. No, I am not the one, the two, the three, or the fucking four. I am not the one to fucking play with, dude. I sincerely am not the one to play with. I may look nice, but if you fuck with me, I can turn into Sekhmet really quick. I can turn it into Durga really quick. So I just have respect for myself. And so I don't know why other people are not respectful, but whatever. Who the fuck cares? All right. So it's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and to pursue your goals with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. And again, holding your vision, because when you keep visualizing, like when you're going to realize that your visualization skills are what helps you manifest. And this is probably going to be a test, because if you hold your vision on what you want to create, it's going to come into create fruition. Like it just don't let anybody interrupt or distract you from that, right? So we had 2020 compassion, 1515 the big break, 555 change, 0330 lucky shirt, 1144 high vibes, 1331 good fortune, and 1551 hold your vision. So just showing you that you are going to come into good fortune, and just hold your vision of that. You can literally visualize like what I like to do is I'll put on like a Lakshmi mantra. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of abundance. Or I'll just listen to money sounds like coins being dropped into a jar. Just something like that. Or even doing an abundance dancing, right? Like that will help bring about money. Okay, so now we're going to do the names. And the names are never to name shame anybody that we pull their name. It's just, we're just literally pulling names. And this could be somebody attached to this reading in some type of way. Again, if you don't know who the person is, don't worry about it. Like if you come across somebody with one of these names, you'll go, oh yeah, that reading. Wow. We have Carl. Okay. So we had the Two of Pentacles that had dropped. And that's funny to me because it's just about juggling. Juggling situations. And of course I drop it. So anyways, we have Carl. We've got Hannah, Aria, Juarez, Hector, Bobby. Come here. Jordan. Shirley, Olodumare Bonque, Ezra, Kurt or Curtis, Josephine, Jolene, Brianna, Paige, Tyrone, Tony, Trevin, Slavic, Yugoslav, Hope, Future. There could be something about the rapper Future. Maybe it could help you to listen to that music, or maybe you do listen to that music. All right. What else do we have here? These cards stick together. It's so annoying. Ernesto, Santos, Carlos, Alan, Mary, Maria, Rose, Joaquin, Lucia, Juan, Juanita, Hugo, Justice, Paul, Saul, Damon, Ramsey, Drew, Sasha, Lauren, Molly, Jay or Jay-Z, Amber, Molly. Could be something about Jay-Z. I don't know. We were talking about destiny swapping, so it could be something to do with that. I hope that those people are not destiny swappers. Because I feel like some of these names are people that are victims of it, and some of them are perpetrators of it. So, all right, I'm going to go through them again. So I got them all riled up here, or lined back up. Okay, so we had Damon, Carl, Shirley, Olodumare and Bonque. These are the source gods of Voodoo and Santeria. Jordan, Bobby, let's see, Juarez and Hector, Aria, Hannah, Josephine, Jolene, Ezra, Kurt or Curtis, Ernesto, Paul, and Saul. We got Paige, Sasha, Lauren, Amber, J or Jay-Z, Molly, Hope, Future, Drew, Ramsey, Joaquin, Lucia, Juan, and Juanita, Hugo, Justice, Rose, Mary or Maria, Alan, Santos, Carlos, Santos, Tyrone, Tony or Trevin, Slavic or Yugoslav, Brianna. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Sorry about that rude person in the chat. Hopefully they didn't disturb your guys' chi. Okay. So please like this video. Please share it if you feel compelled to. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time that I go live. So you don't want to miss out on the messages that Spirit has. Okay. Well, things are going to definitely change. And it's going to be literally like how we saw in the cards, a reversal of fortune. So I'm excited to see what happens. I hope that it's all positive change. Even if it doesn't feel like it's positive change, still embrace it, because staying stuck is never a good thing, right? And that's innately what all of the circumstances that were like surrounding this reading, basically, like in the world, they all were keeping the American people really kind of bound and stuck and unable to get past a certain threshold. But if we start to actually invest our own resources into our own people, we will find that we have a wonderful population. And we'll also find that we have a lot more people that have skills that can be put to good use. You know what I mean? So I think that the fact that our country doesn't pay for our college, that keeps people from being able to get past a certain threshold in life and in general, right? And so in the future, if that were to change, because then that basically makes it so that only the rich people are the ones that have the high paying jobs. That's basically what our system is now. Basically, if you can afford the college, then you can get a high paying job, like that type of energy, like doctor, lawyer, and stuff like that. And so if you can't afford the college, then you're going to be spending, after you get out of college and you're going to be working, you're going to be spending your hard earned money for probably 30 years trying to pay off your college education. But who the hell wants to do that? You know what I mean? So anyways, this country's got a far way to go until it's perfect, but I think we're moving in a correct direction. All right. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. I'm giving you guys air hugs and lots of support. Peace be with you. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Okay. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.